I will show you how I created a chatbot that generated over 64,000 leads in the last 4 years. And the best part, I created it once and barely touched it again. So you're going to see exactly how I did this so you can replicate this process for your own business or for your clients. And by the end of this video, you will have a blueprint to create chatbots that generate leads on autopilot. And we will do this in just 3 simple steps. First, I will introduce you to the client and the problem that they were facing. Then I will show you the strategy behind this chatbot and why this worked so well. And lastly, I will show you how you can set this up yourself in Manychat. Let's get started. So let me introduce you to the client. The client was a political party that got thousands and thousands of comments on Facebook every month. But they didn't do anything with them. They didn't reply to them. They didn't turn them into leads. They basically ignored them. And then they came to me and they said, okay, can you turn these Facebook comments into leads so that we can automatically build our email list? And that's exactly what I did. I built an automated system that automatically replied to each comment. We basically asked if they want to get news of the political party over email. And then if they wanted to get it, we asked for their email and automatically built their email list. And in just 4 years, this chatbot generated over 64,000 leads. So here's a look at the dashboard that I created for them as well. So it's not only the chatbot, I also created a dashboard where they can see all of the data in real time. And as you can see here, this is 2021, it's today 2025. And you can see that we have over 64,000 leads here. And you can also see that over time, you have these huge spikes now and then. But also if I just change the data, so let's say I change this to the beginning of 2022, then you can automatically see that it transfers the data as well. So it's fully live. And then if we go to like the next page, on this next page, you can basically see all the analytics. So you can basically see, okay, how many people did leave their email? How many people said yes to the privacy policy? So that also allowed my client to look at the flow and see what they needed to change in order to even make this better. So those are basically the results. But now let's break down the exact strategy behind this chatbot and why it worked so well. So the goal of this chatbot was pretty simple. We needed to turn Facebook comments into leads and build an email list. So how we created this was just in 4 simple steps. Whenever someone comments on one of their Facebook posts just with any comment, we automatically started a messenger conversation. And inside that messenger conversation, we basically asked if people wanted to be notified of news of the political party. And then if they said yes, we automatically captured their email and then we asked if they accepted the privacy policy. Because this political party was in Europe, so we needed to be compliant with the GDPR. So once we got the email and once we got the privacy policy, we basically thanked them and then we automatically sent them to our email list and we automatically built the email list as well. So this is basically how that worked initially. And then over time, we took it one step further. So if someone already got the message about, hey, do you want to be notified via email? Then we sent another message the next time they comment with, hey, do you also want to be on our messenger list? And a messenger list is basically the same thing as an email list, but then in Facebook Messenger. And the benefit for the political party is that now they can also reach people inside their messenger inbox whenever they got news. So that's basically the next thing that we did. It's like on the first comment, we basically ask, okay, do you want to be notified of news via email? And then on the next comment, we ask, okay, do you want to be notified of news of the political party via the messenger list? And then if someone already got both messages, we never asked something again because we didn't want to be annoying and we didn't want to be spammy. So especially in politics, this is important because many people that comment on the post of the political party aren't exactly in favor of the political party. So if you then send them a lot of messages, that can be really annoying. So we only sent them 2 messages and then we never sent them a message again. And at first I was worried that this approach might come across as too aggressive or it would get negative press, but it didn't get any of that. And the results were amazing. Like in just 4 years, we got over 64,000 leads and this automation is still working today. So let me show you how we set this up in Manychat. So if we head over to Manychat, then I can just create a new automation. So here I can click on new automation. And then here, the first thing that we need to do is we need to add a trigger. So we want to start this messenger conversation basically when anyone comments on any of our posts. And we can do that by adding a trigger. So here I can click on new trigger, click on messenger, and then click on user comments on your post. And then here we want to go with any post, and we want to go with comment contains any words. So this basically means that we automatically reply to any comment on any post. And then we set it up in such a way that we only track first level comments. So if someone replies to another comment, then we don't automatically reply to this. So we basically hit save, and then this trigger is working. So the next step is to start a messenger conversation. But before we can do that, we first must add 2 tags, because we need to know if someone already got the first message, and we need to know if someone already got the second message. Because if they got either one of these messages, then we need to do something different. So in Manychat, we can just go to settings, and then we can add a tag here. Click on new tag. And then I'll just copy this from my second screen. I will call this Facebook comment flow email. And we have the Facebook comment flow messenger list, right? So then if we go back here, then we can add a condition. And the condition first checks on that first tag, right? So the tag will be Facebook comment flow email. And then here the tag is Facebook comment flow email, but we must set it to the tag isn't Facebook comment flow email. So if the tag isn't Facebook comment flow email, we ask, okay, do you want to get news of the political party via email, right? And if they already got this, then we want to do a second thing, which is checking on that second tag that we just created. And I just see now that I gave it the wrong name, so we can basically adjust this. So we call it Facebook comment flow messenger list. And then we check on that second thing, right? So the tag isn't Facebook comment flow messenger list. So we first check if they already got the message about the email. If they already got it, we check if they already got the message about the messenger list. And if they got both of them, then we basically don't do anything, right? So that's basically how we build this. So we first start with the first option, and we go here with messenger. And then I will just copy this from my second screen. And then we say, hello, first name. Thanks for your comments. We would like to keep you informed about news about our party without Facebook censorship. Can we keep you informed by email? And then we add 2 buttons. And one is yes, of course. And the other is no. Right? So that's what we do. Then if they say no, then we basically give them another option. Right? So then we add another one for messenger. And then we say, sorry to hear, first name. If you change your mind, just click the button below. So just remove this, just click the button below. And then here we can add a button with I want news. The reason why we created it like this is that whenever this happens and maybe they change their mind, they can basically just click that button. And then whenever they do that, they go back inside the flow and we get their email and we get the privacy policy, right? So in the case that they say, yes, I want to be notified, what we do here is we add another message, and then we will use the data collection. So with a data collection element in Manychat, you can basically collect data from people. And in this case, we want to collect their email. So I'll just remove this thing. And then here we can say, great, click on the email below or type in another email address. And this is a benefit of Facebook Messenger, is like if you ask for someone's email, then automatically a bubble pops up with the email that is associated with their Facebook account. So that's why here we say, click on your email below or type in another email address. So because it already shows up, it shows up as a bubble. So that's why they can click on it as well. So here we will set the reply type to email. So if we set the reply type to email, Manychat will automatically check if it's an email. And if it's not an email, it will say, please enter correct email address and then an example. So we'll change this to, it looks like this isn't a correct email. Could you enter a correct one? And then we can add an emoji with a finger down, basically. And then we can remove the skip button text. So if you leave the skip button text here, people can just basically type in skip and they can skip this question. We don't want that, so we will remove this. And then we'll also set the data collection expires to 23 hours. So by default, this is set to 30 minutes. And that basically means that someone has 30 minutes to reply to this question. And it's not enough, I think. So we just set it to 23 hours. So people have 23 hours to reply to this question. Right? So whenever they give their email, we want to send them another message where we ask for the privacy policy. So we can add a next step here, click on Messenger, and then we say, thanks. one last question. May we process your data in accordance with our privacy policy? And then you basically add a link to your privacy policy, right? So then we can add 2 buttons with yes, sure, or no, right? Then if they say no, then again, we want to give them 2 other options. So here we can add a messenger option, and then we say, are you sure, first name? We can't send you news without your consent. Then we can add 2 buttons, which is one is I agree with policy. So then they do agree with the privacy policy, or they say I am sure, right? So if they click on I agree with the privacy policy, then they come back in the flow again. And if they say I'm sure, then like that's basically the end of the conversation, right? So if they say I'm sure, then we basically say, sorry to hear that. If you ever change your mind, just click the button below, right? So that's what we basically do over there. And then we can add a button with I agree with policy. So whenever they click this button, again, they would continue in the flow. And then at the end, we will basically say here, if they do agree at any case with the privacy policy, then we say, great, from now on, you will be kept informed about the latest news from our party via email. And then we also make sure that we add this as well, right? So we add all of these to this one. So how this basically works, very simple. Someone comments, we say, okay, do you want to be notified via email? If they say yes, then we say, great, click on your email or type it in below. Then we ask for the privacy policy. And then if they accept the privacy policies, then they're great. We will keep you informed about the party. And then you also need to make sure that if people here click on I want news, then we ask for their email again. And that's just how this entire flow for the email worked. And just make sure, by the way, that this first message is set to send as a comments reply. If you don't set this to send as a comments reply, it will not work, right? So that's basically the first step. And then the second step is if they commented on any of the posts again, then we basically want to ask, okay, do you want to join the messenger list as well, right? So then here we can add another message. And then here we add a messenger one. And the message that we use here is like pretty similar. So what we do here is we say, hello, first name. Thank you for your comments. Would you like to be kept up to date on the latest news via Facebook Messenger? And then we say max 1 message per month. Your date will be processed in accordance with our policy statement, right? And that's basically to say, like, we will not spam you. That's basically what this last part means. Like, we will not spam you, and don't be worried about that. So that's basically what it does. And then here again, we add 2 buttons. And like the first button is basically very simple. It's like, okay, yes, of course. And the other button is like, no. So like, no. Hit it. Right? And then if they say no, then again, we want to give them another option. So we say, no problem. If you ever change your mind, just click the button below. And then the button is the same. So it's like, I want news. Right? And if they say, yes, I want to be notified, like I want to be on the messenger list, then we say, great. Just click the button below. And then we add an emoji here. And then here we can click on more. And then we can use the messenger list. So again, the messenger list is similar to an email list, but then we can send message in Messenger and not via email. And the benefit of Messenger is that the open rate is much higher than with emails. So here we can create a new list, and I will just call this political party. Political party, that's not political, yeah. And then click on create. And then I need to type that in again. And then we set the frequency to 1 time or daily. We basically need to set this to daily, so we can send daily messages, but we don't do that, right? So in this case, I would type the subscription request. So I would just call this political party list, but I would like, if the name of the political party is obviously different, so I would just call this the name of the political party plus list, and then click on create. And then you can also upload an image. So in the actual flow, I also added an image. Right now, I don't have an image for this, but just know that if you want to use this for your own business or for your clients, I highly recommend adding an image because it's just way better. So that's basically it. So whenever they click on get updates, that's basically when we send the last message with thank you. From now on, we will keep you informed about the latest news via Messenger, right? Then whenever they say I want news, then we send this again. So that's basically how all of that works. Again, we need to send this to send as comments reply. And that's basically it. So that's basically how the entire flow works. And there's just one thing that we need to add. We need to add the tags, because now we are checking on the tags, but we are not actually adding them, right? So what we do here is we can add an action. I'll zoom in a bit and then click here on contact data, add tag. And then we add the tag Facebook comment flow email. So that ensures that they don't get it again. And then we do the same thing for the messenger list. So here we add an action, add a tag, Facebook comment flow messenger list, and that will do that, right? So that's basically it. So how this basically works is someone comments on any of our posts, then we check if they got the first message. If they didn't get the first message, we add the tag so they will never get this again. Then we say, hello, thanks for your comment. Do you want to get informed? Great. What is your email? Do you want to accept the privacy policy? And that's done. And then the next time that they comment, then we say, okay, hello, thanks for the comment. Do you want to be kept up to date? If it's yes, then we say, great, just click the button below, and then that's done. There's just one thing that I might want to add is like we also created an integration with their email platform. So they use Nation Builder as their email list. So we also created an integration between Manychat and Nation Builder via Zapier. So I don't have that right here, but just know that you can do that as well. So this is basically how all of this works. And now let me show you how this works on Facebook. So now I am on Facebook, and then here I can just comment on this one and I can say, interesting. And then I automatically get a message with, hello Joran, thanks for your comment. We would like to keep you informed about news without Facebook censorship. Would you like that? So I click on yes, of course. Then it says, great, click on your email below. So I can just click on this email. So click on the bubble. Then here it says, thank you. Just one last question. May we process your data? So then I say, yes, sure. Then it says, great, from now on, we will keep you informed, right? So that's basically the entire first flow. And then we basically, if I comment again with interesting, but just on another post, then I get another message with, hey Joran, thanks for the comment. Do you want to keep up to date on the latest news via Facebook? Then I say, yes, of course. It says, great, just click the button below. Then I can click on get updates. And says, thank you. From now on, you will keep you informed about the latest news via Facebook Messenger. And that's it. That's how I created a chatbot that generated over 64,000 leads in the last 4 years, and it's still working. And this is just one of the things that you can do with a chatbot. But if you also want to see how I created a chatbot that saved over $4,000 every month, please check out this video.